Hey guys, welcome back to Joe's RC Corner, and today we're going to be continuing our work on the Lanier Stinger 40. So stay tuned and we'll get started. All right, guys, so welcome back to the channel. I want to appreciate everybody joining me today. We're going to continue working here on the Lanier Stinger 40. I want to go over a few things that we did on it last time, what kind of work we got completed. So as you guys are aware, we joined the wing halves together. We finished installing the cap strips, and also did some sanding on the wingtips and the leading edge as well. We got everything nicely lined up, and we also installed our servo mounts, which are basically 1/8-inch plywood plates that go from the leading edge sheeting to the trailing edge sheeting. We have the holes cut out perfectly for the servos to be mounted in place, as you can see here, and we'll be able to feed the servo leads down through here. Hopefully it will be underneath the sheeting, or underneath the covering with no issues there. We're going to lay some string in there before we cover it, so that way we can pull the servo leads right back through. Pretty simple, pretty easy, right up to this hole here. And as you can see, the servos will just go right inside here like this. There we go. Now we got it in place. So we have the servo. We'll just go right on top, just like that. Servo arm going right to the control horn on the elevator, or on the ailerons. So that'll be a nice setup right there. It'll look really good on that. As you know, we are increasing the size of the ailerons. We want to have some nice, good size ailerons on here, not the strip ailerons with the center servo. So we're going to have a really good aerobatic capability with the servos out here on the end. These will go underneath some of that sheeting that's going to go here. So we're going to get this center section sheeted together with some Gorilla Glue. We're going to use the white Gorilla Glue to do this. And the reason for that is we don't want it expanding into the slot where the servo leads will be fished through. So the white Gorilla Glue, we're going to use pins, hold that all down, and then we'll set this aside to let it dry. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's get back to work, guys. All right, guys, welcome back from the time lapse, and just wanted to stop and kind of show you what we got done so far. So we sheeted the center section of the wing, and we went a little bit off from the plans when we did the sheeting of the center. The instructions actually state that you should sheet the center sections of the wing parts and then glue the two wing halves together. As you know, we went and glued the wing halves together first, and then I went back and we sheeted the center sections together. And the reason for that is that's going to add a very strong joint there, because now we have the grain going lengthwise of the wing, joining those two halves of the foam together. And that's going to make a super strong joint there. And we should not have any issues with that. Now, normally I would then fiberglass the center section of the wing if there were two butt joints and two edges of the sheeting going together. However, because this is going to be sheeted across 6 inches on either side of that foam wing where the joint is, that is going to have a plenty strong enough joint, and I should not have to fiberglass that center section. which will save us a little bit of weight in the long run, because now you have a nice strong joint without any extra weight of fiberglass on there. So we're going to let this sit. We used the Gorilla Glue, the white Gorilla Glue here, and the reason for it is it's non-foaming, unlike the brown Gorilla Glue. So this will provide a nice strong joint, but we do have to let that cure to create that strong joint. So we'll let this sit with these two big batteries on here. This will hold everything nice and flat, and I do have the wing saddle underneath here from the cutouts of the foam. That way it'll cradle the wing and prevent it from creating any strange warps or anything of that sort. So we're going to let this dry, and we'll probably end up having to come back to another part here. I'm not sure. We can't really do much more on that fuselage until we get this in a position where we're ready to join the wing to the fuselage. Once we have that done, then we can start looking at how we're going to finish up this front turtle deck area that's all ABS, and see how we can modify that to make it a wood structure rather than the ABS plastic. We do have a fiberglass cowl coming. I believe David already got it in his hands. Has not gotten over to me yet, but as soon as he gets, we come back over here, and I believe in the next video, David will be coming back over and doing more work on the plane. So we're going to start looking at getting the ailerons hinged, and as you know, we are doubling the size of the ailerons. We're going to a 2-inch wide aileron strip instead of the 1-inch wide aileron strip, which would give a really great roll performance on this airplane. Probably very close in regards to performance as the Sig Something Extra with those big ailerons. So it should be a fun little airplane for them, and we'll get this part done here. Once this is cured and the sheeting is done, we'll be able to go ahead and start working on the ailerons, getting the wing joined to the fuselage, and then aligning the tail feathers to the wing with incidents and everything. So that'll be the next steps, guys. So this was a short video. Until we have this wing panel done, there's not a whole lot we can do. So we're going to go ahead and sign off from the build on the Lanier. And I did want to talk a little bit about the Cap 232. So this past weekend, I did take that airplane out to the flying field, and with the new servos in it, because if you remember in the last video, we went ahead and installed those servos. Much better, guys. That plane, it's like night and day. And I'm going to tell you what, that Valley View RC, the Valley View RC twin cylinder 30cc is an awesome engine, guys, especially for the price. So it gives us plenty of power. Right now, yesterday I ran I believe it was a 1810 prop on it, and had plenty of pull, flew great. But I think I'm going to go with a slightly larger prop. I'm getting pretty high RPMs and at full throttle. It sounds great, but it's a little loud. As most people have mentioned, it is a bit of a loud engine. I tell you, there's no issues with that engine overheating. I think the highest temperature I saw during flight, maybe 180, 190. That's really about it. It gets very, very, very good cooling right there with the cylinders sticking right in the intakes of the cowl. So with that, it's a great engine. So definitely check them out. Valley View RC is where I got the engine. I'll put the link in the description below. So definitely take a look at that. Check them out and see if that engine will fit your next project. So if you like what you saw in this video, go ahead and hit that like button, guys. And make sure you do hit that subscribe button, because all the subscribers definitely help out the channel and help me bring more content to you guys. Like I mentioned in the last video, finally reached the over 500 subscribers, so I really appreciate all you guys subscribing to the channel. So after this project, guys, I do have a really special surprise that's going to be coming up. It's not in the RC world, but it's still in aviation. So if you guys are interested, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification, So that way on the next video, you'll get to see what I'm talking about. So keep building, keep flying. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Have fun.